You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
While you were sleeping in Atlanta, one of which died. We just got an update from Atlanta police.
We're all about keeping you and your family safe, especially at the Atlanta Fair. The new security measures you might see.
We saw extremely high pollen counts yesterday. I think they were right back there again today. But with the cooler air coming in and our chance for rain going up, those pollen numbers should be going down. More on that coming up.
Back to our breaking news, a deadly double shooting in southwest Atlanta.
Here's 11 Alive's Chrissy Diaz with the latest from Atlanta police.
We spoke with police before they cleared the scene here off of Cleveland Avenue, and they confirmed to us that 2 people were shot. Take a look at the scene video we were able to get. You know, they say a fight in the street escalated to gunfire, and it was a fight between those 2 people. Police tell us one person was shot in the foot, the other person was shot and killed, and that person was dead when they got here on the scene. They say it happened right in the middle of the street. They had to close down the road for a time while they investigated, but the road has now been reopened. They tell us no one is in custody, and they were unable to give us a description of the suspect. So right now, all we can confirm is that 2 people were shot, one in the foot, one person shot and killed here off of Cleveland Avenue. Back to you.
Chrissy, thank you. Sticking with your 11 minutes of nonstop news.
We're hours away from an update on what used to be Wellstar Atlanta Medical Center.
The Fulton County Commission chair tells us there will be an update this afternoon. Leaders at the local and state level have been trying to figure out ways to relieve the strain on hospitals after AMC closed in November. It left Grady Hospital as the only level 1 trauma center in the metro.
After 2 years, Cobb County shut down its emergency rental assistance program this week. More than $54 million in federal money has gone to those struggling to pay their rent or utilities because of the pandemic. Cobb says renters can still get help through the American Rescue Plan Act when this money becomes available.
Police in Baton Rouge, Louisiana say they are ruling out murder in the death of a Georgia father for now. Nathan Millard disappeared 2 weeks ago on a business trip. His body was found Monday in a vacant lot wrapped in carpet. Police now asking other people who have been on surveillance video with him in those hours to please come forward. And that was a look at your top headlines.
We're starting this morning with some cooler temperatures, Chesley.
That's absolutely right. Temperatures are down into the 40s, even some 30s up to the far north. We will have the sunshine around at least for the early half of the day. But despite that sunshine, with the cooler air in place, temperatures will only be around 60 degrees by noon, 65 degrees by 3 o'clock. We'll notice the clouds increasing by then. In fact, we'll wind up with mostly cloudy skies by 7 o'clock tonight with temperatures right around 60, but no rain coming out of those clouds. I don't suspect that we'll see the rain. The chance will increase as we head into the day tomorrow, so we'll have to be on the lookout for that. But for now, notice you need to grab your jacket with those temperatures down into the 60s for today. And so it's going to be a cool one out there, folks. Be advised. Take a look. We do have the rain back off to the north and west of us. That rain making its way toward us, but won't make it in here today. I think our rain chance really won't increase until tomorrow, but we will see those clouds increasing once we get toward late afternoon. Notice the front down to the south, well down to the south. Our winds out of the northeast, where this morning will change to or shift to more easterly as we head into the afternoon, but around 10 miles per hour or less, so we don't have to worry too much about that. 40% chance for the rain on Thursday, 70% chance by Friday. This will help to knock that pollen out of the atmosphere, so that'll help us out a little bit. I think by the afternoon on Friday, the rain will subside. We'll get some clearing taking place. We'll be dry on Saturday. Sunday, the rain returns. So looks like if you have outdoor plans, Saturday will be the better of the 2 weekend days at least. Forecast track model shows high thin clouds at least through about noon. Thicker clouds coming in after 3. So your evening commute will be mostly cloudy. Don't need the shades any longer. Here comes a chance for a few isolated showers early on Thursday. Once we get to the late afternoon, that's when we'll become a little bit more widespread throughout the area. Some moderate pockets here and there. Then heavy rain through the overnight going into Friday morning. Maybe even a clap of thunder or 2. Notice by the afternoon, that clears out. With drier air working in, that's going to set us up for our Saturday, nice and dry. Again, the better of the 2 weekend days right there if you have outdoor plans. 63 for the afternoon high temperature, so it remains on the cool side. Look at Sunday, 57 degrees for the high temperature. That's going to be pretty cool for us. Plus, we have some rain to throw in with it. I think for the latter half of the day, we'll have a 50% chance for scattered showers to be around. And then we'll stay on the cool side as we slide into next week. Andrew, over to you.
Parents at Atlanta Public Schools, they want to hear from you as they consider rezoning to help some overcrowded schools. The school district is holding community meetings for students currently enrolled or set to enroll in schools in southeast Atlanta. Maynard Jackson High, Midtown High, and Woodson Park Academy are all projected to go over capacity in the next 2 years. You can find more details about these meetings and how to attend inside this story on 11alive.com.
The annual Atlanta Fair is here, and keeping you and your family safe will be its top priority. 11 Alive's Molly Oak is live with more on the new safety measures.
Aisha, we talked with folks at the fair yesterday who say they noticed more police walking around. That's because organizers say there are more Atlanta police and private security all along the grounds. Another thing in place, safety policy in place, is clear bags. Small clear bags and clutch purses are allowed. However, regular size purses, backpacks, and fanny packs are not. Plus, anyone under 17 has to be with an adult. Now, the fair runs through Sunday, April 9th. Guys.
Right now, your car probably looks like this, all that pollen all over it. And you may be tempted to head to the car wash and clean the pollen off. But before you go, one woman, she wants you to hear her warning.
I was shaking and I was flipping out, and I just was like, oh, I'm so scared to see how bad it is.
Nicole Simmons says she found out pretty quickly something was wrong. She got her car washed at the Tidal Wave Auto Spa in Beaufort last month and says the equipment malfunctioned, causing her car to go off the track. A mechanic estimated the damage to her car would be at least $1,600 to fix.
They've said all kinds of silly stuff to me. Well, you should have honked your horn, or maybe your car shouldn't have been in there. How am I supposed to know that? They don't give you a warning ahead of time. They don't make you sign a waiver.
Now, the family says they've seen similar reviews for that same car wash. Now, we've reached out to Tidal Wave Auto Spot and even went there in person, but they would not comment. On its website, the car wash says it cannot be held accountable for a number of issues like collisions due to braking, steering, or driving inside the tunnel. We've talked to an attorney who says the best thing to do is to record video of your car wash and say something immediately if you notice a problem.
Well, by this afternoon, hopefully not getting the car washed because that pollen is still out there, folks. So if you do that, it's still going to get right back on your car. You're looking at 60 for your temperature by noon. On our way to the mid-60s for an afternoon high, so noticeably cooler than we were just yesterday, where temperatures reached 79 degrees. Noticeable difference there, so it won't be as warm as what we have been experiencing. Your east winds will be around 10 miles per hour or less today. Driving home by 6 o'clock, temperatures will be right around 60 degrees, but we'll have mostly cloudy skies. No rain coming out of the clouds, at least for today, but tomorrow that rain chance goes up.
We want to take a moment to say Happy International Women's Day. The Today Show is celebrating by sharing stories of incredible women breaking barriers and changing the history books. Those ladies look good in that photo, too.
Yes, and that means you guys have to buy us breakfast today.
Ooh,
that's what that means.
I'd like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I brought Girl Scout cookies in today.
Oh,
so,
I'll take it.
They're right on over there. The s'mores ones.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
And what did you bring?
I didn't know.
His lovely self. He brought his lovely
I
self.
bought you some pollen. I bought you some sunshine.
Okay.
I'm going to bring you some clouds this afternoon, too.
All right, that's good.
Have a good one, everybody.
Today's show is next.